Hey, 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 what do you say, everybody? Welcome to GT Champions Midweek Madness in conjunction with HyPrix, working together as a team to bring you some solid level racing and a lot of fun, too. Midweek Madness, our Thursday night series, happens at 9 p.m. Eastern. That time will be changing in a week or two, so stay tuned for that. But we are here at Blue Moon Speedway in the reverse direction on the tri-oval. So whole lot of right turn action happening. So We're going to see a lot of blistered front left tires. We're in Group 4 cars and in the American muscle cars. So we're going to be in the Corvette, the Mustang, and the Viper. Driver's choice. There is only one required tire, and that is the soft tire. Other than that, they go and go and go. It's going to be 5X fuel and tires, so we will definitely be seeing some pit stops, and we'll see who can manage their tires the best. And will people stick it out onto the hard tire to try to go a little bit longer, or will they stay on the medium tire? Who knows? We'll see how it all plays out. But we are here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Just to bring it up, of course, HyPrix is one of our primary sponsors here at GT Champions. They do a great job with all of our graphics and all of our posters, so go check them out if you need any work. HyPrix.com.mx. I can't even tell you enough times how much you should be using them, and if you're not using them, then you're doing something wrong. So, any case, there's HyPrix. Go check them out. Coming up, let's see. Coming up this weekend is going to be round 8 of the GT Champions World Cup. With a little bit of a twist this round, we're actually going to have the Division 1 and Division 2 drivers in the same lobby together. So now these Division 2 top Division 2 drivers get to battle against the Titans and see where they stack up for real. So this should be a lot of fun in the Lambo at Monza. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week, coming up on Tuesday, is going to be our Gentleman's GP Attack at Tsukuba. More details to follow, so just pay attention to our socials, and you'll find everything that you need to know. All right. The drivers have been told that we are going to start this race in about 1 more minute from now, so I'm just giving them all a warning. Stand by for 1 second. Just letting them know it's 1 minute to the qualifier. They will run it's a 5-minute qualifier, and then it's going to be a 50-minute long race. It's going to be a long race, and there's going to be a lot of laps. They're going to do about 47, 48 laps, maybe? It's a little over a minute in these Group 4 cars going around the track. I'm just looking to see it's actually under a minute. I'm sorry. So we're going to do at least 50 laps. And they're going to use a lot of fuel to do it. So let's get ourselves out here on track, get some audio. We see Rusty Maggots from FR Bono Racing is out on track. He's chosen the Viper. It's got a very unique sound to it, that car. Teasbap is in the Mustang. Okay, so Teasbap, no wait, that's not a Mustang. That is also the Viper. I only caught just a little bit of a glimpse of it. So one of the HyPrix drivers, and we got everybody else going. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this thing started. So here's all the drivers we got. We got 9 folks participating this evening. So a little bit light on the field. So it is going to be super critical that they stay with that draft. If you lose the draft, it's going to be a challenge. So it'll be really interesting to see how it all works out when the green flag drops and who's on what tires. So we're going to start the qualifying now, and then if anybody shows up after, we'll add them to the back of the pack. So here we go, and we'll see how this plays out. We ought to see some pretty good liveries, though, too. Hello, HyPrix. Welcome aboard. And we are broadcasting also on Facebook this evening, just this one time, just to let everybody kind of wet their whistle. But all of our broadcasts are done at YouTube. At YouTube? On YouTube. In YouTube? Over YouTube? I don't know. However you want to work it. So you'll definitely want to go there, youtube.com/GT Champions, so that you can see everything. All right, let's see who's out. Who's the one up front? Right there. So Teasbap up front. So here they go. 1 out lap, and they're going to get about 4 good solid laps, maybe 5 if they get going fast enough. They're going to burn every ounce of fuel. Everyone is going to be on the soft tires. So there's Teasbap, and then J-Rod from RWB, the RWB team captain in the Mustang. That looks so good. Oh, I love it. Getting a little bump draft from his teammate, BP Millet. There is Reiser leading the next pack in the Corvette, followed by 2 more Vipers. And then another Viper. Is there? And then there's a. Oh yeah, that's Viper too. Dang, is anybody gonna drive the Corvette today? One Mustang, and let's see. There's Viper, Mustang, Viper, 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 Viper. Okay, so nobody and two Mustangs. So LJ's gonna be in a Mustang and J-Rod. So people obviously been testing to find out it might be maybe the Viper is a little bit better on fuel. That's the only thing I can think of, which makes some sense, I guess. Although I think, isn't the Viper a V10? So it's going to have more, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it's better on tires, who knows. We'll see how it all works out. So coming across to set the first lap, T-Sbat will drop a 48, 49, 50, okay, a 50.8. Let's see, does anybody pass him? So far, yep, Rusty Maggots gets up there by 3/10. Everyone else kind of buzzing along the lines here. Anybody else going to set a faster lap? All right, so Rusty Maggots sitting on pole. Now everyone is going to be flying. Oh, there's one Corvette. Riser, there's the Corvette right there. I called that thing the Viper. So, all right, take that back. So Rusty Maggots, and where's his teammate stacking up? About half a second behind him. So we'll see if Truth can make anything happen. He's not in the slipstream. A lot of these guys are in slipstream, and that's going to help them gain a lot more speed. Looks like J-Rod came off the wall there a little bit. Lost some momentum. And Rusty Maggot sets a purple lap. T-Sbat in P2. Truth. And Graham comes across and sets a new lap record. So everyone's come across the line. Still Rusty Maggots, T-Sbat, and Truth. What is going on with Riser's car? Why is it smoking? He must have tapped the wall or something. I don't see any damage. There we go. Look at BP Millet leading all these other cars around the field, giving some serious slipstream. Rusty's going to take advantage of that into the final corner. And can he hold it together to get himself a little faster lap? That's some smart driving. That is some very smart driving. Where is J-Rod? J-Rod currently in 8th. The Mustang may not be. Ooh, T-Sbat moves up to P2. Millet into 3rd. Truth down into 4th. So he's got some work to do. Yeah, it looks like some of these cars are definitely getting a little bit better speed on the straights. Kawasari arrives, so we'll be adding him to the back of the field, which isn't such a bad place to be considering the draft is going to be so important here. But look at that, Rusty Maggots leading the way all the way down to almost all the way to the apron. Rolls it out, doesn't touch the wall, gets a good run. BP Millet on his 6th, though. Is BP going to get a little bit better time because he's following in the draft? He should, but he doesn't. These guys have some work to do. Here goes Millet going on the inside now. Now their tires are getting kind of worn out, so I don't know if they're going to be able to keep it together. Millet hugging that apron, not going to get a very good exit, and Rusty takes the high side around. Ooh, this is going to be some fun stuff. Look at this stack of cars right here. There's BP Millet, and then where's J-Rod's got Riser there with him. Then we got these 3 right here: Tucky, Truth, and Graham. Graham's sitting in Truth. Oh, Truth just exited to the pits, I guess. All right, not going to be a great start from the bottom of the track. Oh no! Tucky's in the wall. I think he was a little too fast going in there, and they got Graham maybe understeered up into him, but that is it. That was the fastest. That's the end of it for these 2 guys. But I think, did everybody else go through? No, Rusty and BP. Nope, they're done too. All right, so it looks like we're all done there. Let Kawasari know that he we'll get him in. So once this comes up, I'm going to snag a quick picture, which is what we do. But there's your pulse sitter, Rusty Maggots. Now he's just... It's one thing to hold the pulse, another thing to hold all those cars behind you in the draft. So let's see if we can get this over with. Because the cars were parked in the pits, we got to wait the full almost 3 minutes for them to let the timer run out because they did complete a lap. So we should wait. So let's talk about some stuff, guys. Let's talk about some stuff. Next week's race. Next week's race, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to tell you all of the details. What I will tell you is we will be driving a British manufacturer Group 3 car, and we will be driving on a French track. That's all I'm going to tell you. British car and a French track. And you can try to figure out what you want to do with it from there. So that's all you get to know. I hope you enjoy. For 20 FTP, I don't know what that is, but somebody likes Rusty, so Rusty's going to get the... it's not going to be an easy win. He's got his teammate right there, Truth. He's got Teasbap, who has finished first or second in nearly every race in Midweek Madness, so don't count that guy out. He knows how to get some stuff done. BP Millet has proven very formidable in the Gentleman's GP races against some of the best drivers. So, and they're all in the same car. So what are you going to do about that, right? You can't count out some of these drivers with the slipstream. There's gonna be a lot going on. All right, so we're just waiting. Drivers parking in the pit makes it really difficult and makes us wait for so long. There we go. All right, let me get this. Let me get a screenshot of this really quick so that I can add the people in the place they need to be. All right. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the order. So I got to change the. I got to end the race, and then I got to set the. Grid. So hang on 1 second. Change. You get to see how it's done. You get to see how it's done. Okay, I gotta wait for, if I have to do this over and over, I'm gonna be bugged. There we go. Alright, let me make sure they do it. Yes. In fact, let me double check that I actually did that right, because that could be really bad if I didn't do that. Let me make sure I got the tires on there. Firmer tires. Yes, soft tires are required. Okay, let's get this. Let me get everybody checked in. Yep, there's just 1 lap required on the soft tires, so we'll let them do. We're going to wait for Grandma to get checked in, and then I'm going to get this order set. Hopefully it's going to stay. No, it didn't. Clearly it didn't, so I'm going to have to do some stuff and things. All right, let's see. Let's get this grid order going really quick. So Truth, Teasbap, and Rusty's at the top. Truth. And he goes there. So Rusty, Truth, Teasbap, Millet. Where are you? There you are. Millet, Calzari, you're going to the end of the line. After BP Millet is who was after BP Millet? Riser and then J-Rod. Okay, Riser. J-Rod. Tucky, then Graman. Okay, Tucky. Graman, LJ, Calzari. Boom. Okay, I'm going to give them a 30 seconds. All right, so the grid is set. We're going to see some racing. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit down, unless things get crazy wackadoo, because I got family upstairs having dinner. So I got to be a little bit more quiet. Make sure I do okay. But British car, French track, boo. Ah, that's not boo. Wait till you see. Hey, it's called Midweek Madness for a reason. Is all these races that just don't make sense. Like, why are we doing Group 4 cars on this track instead of Group 3 cars, right? You know? And boy, if we could BOP street cars, we'd be doing those too. But we're trying to make this an arrive and drive type of scenario where people can just come in and everyone's in an equal car. Well, so to speak, they're all BOP'd out, so they don't have to worry about tuning. Just come and have fun. So, yeah, we did the we did a tuned race last weekend with the Super Formulas. So this time is different. All right, let me tell them. Here we go. And let's start this race. Boop, 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 be doo. All right. FR Bono Racing at the top row, clinched out. Teasbap and BP Millet on row 2. Riser and J-Rod on 3. Tucky and Grammon on 4. And LJ and Kawasari take up the 5th row. All right, let's get all this together. Here we go. Here goes. Here goes. Don't false start anybody. Hang in there. Save your fuel. Wait for the lights. Wait for the lights. All right. There we go. Everyone's off and running. Whoa, that Mustang of J-Rod's gets a wicked start. Look at that. He just jumped up a bunch of rows and got a huge start. He went from, where was he? He was in 6th all the way up to 3rd. So J-Rod's right up to the front with that Mustang. And look at this. He is challenging the boys in FR Bono in those Vipers. Look at him go. Hanging it in there. DeTruth in 3rd. Rusty leading the pack. Now everyone is going to slowly step in line. Everyone's going to get, there it is. And we're almost at single file before even the first lap is over. Got a couple. Whoa, look at that. BP Millet pulls down in front of Riser, hoping to get a little bit of a push. Where's the cars? Where are the cars? There we go. Okay. I'm going to try some of these really cool NASCAR style camera actions. Whoa, someone's getting a little bit high up there. I think that was LJ or Tucky, one of those two. But Rusty's leading it up. J-Rod from 6th to 3rd in the first lap and is still there. Teammate behind. I guarantee you, and there it is. I guaranteed BP Millet was going to push him along. He's going to push him all the way to the end of this race if he has his way. Now remember, these guys, a lot of these guys are, let's see, is anybody on, there's a couple medium, a couple hard tire runners, and some soft tire runners. I think the soft tire people are just going to run it and get as much as they can get out. I also figure this is what we're going to see right there. Look at this teamwork. So you got the FR Bono guys tag team tied nose to tail down the track. Then you got J-Rod and BP Millet trying to do the same. And then you got Teasbap and Riser back there. We'll see if they work together. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. A little bit of lag. Tucky needs to get up there and he needs a partner, folks. Everyone's left him behind. Kawasari, though, and LJ and Grammon are just all over the place back there, keeping it together. All right, so up front still, nothing's going on there. Give us a good camera angle. Give us a good fast camera. That's an interesting one. I haven't seen this one before. Here we go. Oh, I almost got them all. I almost got them all. I was trying to get all the cameras. All right, so looks like everyone is still, like, the teammates are just going to stick it out. I bet these guys ride nose to tail. Rusty's probably very okay. Oh, Rusty's, yeah, he's getting little pushes, but I think what is interesting about all of this is Rusty is the one using up all the fuel. Truth doesn't have to as much. He gets to ride in the slip. It's not making a huge difference from what I can tell on the fuel, but we are only 4 laps in, so. Oh, look at this. the team's getting caught up to BP Millet as he's got Teasbap right behind him now. Teasbap from HyPrix catching up. Into the pits already goes one driver, Kawazari. Well, I thought so. It looked like, yeah, Kawazari's in the pits. Where's his car? I don't even see it on the... That doesn't seem right because Kawazari was... Oh, he did go. It just didn't show his triangle on there. So off the tires and onto some new tires. So now the fun begins. Who's going to figure out what to do? A kart race. I don't know, man. I don't know about a kart race. That looks like that livery looks really familiar. Why am I seeing? Is that one of the supercars? I think that's a supercar livery. Let's see. Oh, it's not showing it. All right, let's see. Up front, still Rusty Maggots leads the way. His teammate, I don't know how his teammate's gonna do. They'll stay in line, but here we go. RWB's working together, and then you've got, look at these guys all bump drafting. I love this. This is good stuff. Got this one lonely Mustang in between all these Vipers and a Corvette. Oh, there goes J-Rod. J-Rod's going out to the side. I think he thinks he's going to get some action. He's got some people trailing. BP's going to push him. BP's pushing him around. He's pushing him around. Oh, 3 wide through there is a rough one. That is rough. Oh, man. Oh, man. J-Rod up into P3. Still, he holds it together. They stepped out trying to break the draft, but, man, they are getting just chased down. Look at this. 5-car train, and those FR guys are just disappearing into the sunset. I think maybe somebody needs to get that Mustang out of the way. I think BP Millet needs to switch with and tow that Mustang along. I think the Mustang's a little too slow, and they're just constantly pushing him, and they're slowly getting further and further away from the leaders. Speaking of the leaders, let's see how they're doing. The tires look atrocious. So I'm sure we'll see some pit stops pretty soon. Yo, boy, there he goes. BP Millet gets up front now. Can BP Millet tow his companion along, his teammate? All these drivers are, not all of them, but the ones on the soft tires are definitely suffering as J-Rod falls all the way to the back. I think J-Rod's going to end up losing to these Vipers. They're going to pull away from him if he doesn't get in that slip and stay there. He's got to do something because look how far they're getting already. I think maybe those, into the pits go a bunch of folks. All right, so let's see. The leaders stay out. And then Teasbap is leading the next group. I'm trying to get that stupid camera angle to work for me. It's just not happening. Oh, what was that? Oh, that is, that was Riser. He had all kinds of smoke coming out of that car. Okay, let's see. Up front, it's not about the fuel for any of these drivers right now. Everyone's, somewhere near mid-tank. So they got plenty of racing they can go to. We've gone... let me do a replay so I can get the timer up for you guys. Because it doesn't show up unless I do the replay. And then you'll see it in the middle of your screen. There it is. 42 minutes left. So they've gone... it's a 50-minute race. So they've only gone 8 minutes, and we are on lap 10, and they still have plenty of fuel. It's the tires. The tires are going to be an issue. As Truth, oh yeah, Truth is up front. Look at that. So Truth up to the front. Rusty is dropping back. Those tires are looking terrible. Teasbap, on the other hand, he's about 3.2 seconds back, and he is gaining. It's a slow march, but he's definitely gaining and spread out. So now we've got a bunch of cars all out of the slipstream, and these guys need to find buddies. They need to find buddies. Like there's one. Riser has got BP Millet right behind him. If BP can catch him, BP, I guarantee you, is just going to push that dude. And there we go. So a lot of different strategies at play. All right, so the leaders now, they have 0 front tire left. I mean, those tires are done. They were done 3 laps ago. So we'll see what they do next. They'll probably go on a harder compound. We'll see, because it looks like Teasbap is getting there. Look at that. He's catching them. He sees them, and his tires are in great shape. Now he still has to run the required compound. Everybody does. So some elected to start at the beginning on the soft tires, and some decided to get onto the mediums or hard tires. So we'll see how this plays out. Let's see. Do the leaders come in yet? No. Okay. They are losing a ton of time to Teasbap, like a couple seconds already in the last couple of laps. These guys are running 50s. Teasbap's running, he's been running 51s the whole time. These guys have been running 52s and 53s. So Teasbap's catching them a second a lap. They probably better do something about this. All right, Tucky up in 4th position, has not pit yet. So far the top 4 have not pit yet. Neither has LJ. And neither is Grammon. So where's the first pitters? I think that was right here. There we go. BP, Riser, J-Rod, they all pit. Did Riser pit? Yeah, he sure did. And here comes J-Rod. So everybody else is pit. I wonder when we're going to see these guys come in. So the truth is definitely pulling out. This is crazy that they can run this tire that long. They need to make this game give you blowouts when you do stuff like that. But here comes Teasbap. What I tell you about Teasbap, even though he's in the back, he has always finished on the podium, I think, in every race so far. And he's won several of them. So you don't count this guy out, that's for sure. Oh yeah, he is driving quite cleanly. All right, still those guys haven't pit. They're crazy. So now I don't know what it is, but what's going to happen is at some point someone's going to have to pit, and when they do, we'll see where they come out in front of folks. All right, so BP Millet has Riser right behind him. Now can Riser get there and push him? Definitely getting some speed, a little tap, get him going a little faster. There you go. Oop, that's a weird lag sound right there. Yeah, the front tires are gone on everybody's car. I'd love to show you, but I'm trying to keep it somewhat, close to the chest so the drivers have some, anonymity, I guess, in their strategy, so they don't have their buddies watching and say, dude, so-and-so's on this and that. So look at that. Teasbap definitely catching these guys. If they only knew what each other's strategies were, they'd be pretty surprised at how things are turning out. So I'll just say that. Tucky 18 seconds back. There's a lot. Look at this. This pack is starting to close up. So LJ is starting to get caught by, whoa, was he going to do that? Get caught right now, actually. So BP Millet's going to catch LJ, and right behind that is Riser. Riser's going to get by, and then I think Grammon is not too far behind there too. So we got 4 cars now. If they play smart, they're going to want to draft and push each other around this track and use that to their advantage. J-Rod, these Mustangs are not having a good time on this track. These Vipers just have so much more oomph down the straights, and these Mustangs are just getting chewed up. But hey, I gave everybody a chance. They can choose whatever car they want. Okay, so the Truth tires. Both left side tires, solid red. I don't even know how he's driving this car. Maggots, same way. Teasbap, nope. And so Teasbap has caught these guys. Ooh, this is fun. And there we go. This is for position P2, and Teasbap's going to make it work. And HyPrix moves up into the second place. Well, almost. They got to get through the rest of this first. And he's leaving him the space. And that pass has been made. So up into P2 goes Teasbap, 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Truth Serum. Oh, I don't think Rusty's finished. I think Rusty's going to try to... Rusty's going to bump draft somebody else so he can get back to his teammate. Okay. Okay. All's fair in racing and war, I suppose. A weird electronic song. Yeah, the lag. Sometimes you get some really crazy stuff, that's for sure. All right, Tucky kind of by himself, but look at this. BP and Riser, they've been working together pretty well, trying to catch up to these guys. I'm very interested to see how all of these strategies come into play. 35 minutes left. Yeah, the Mustang is not having fun at all. Kawasari struggling. Kawasari, a D2 driver in the GT Champions World Cup, representing. In fact, most all of these drivers are in the World Cup. The Truth, he is in Division 2. Why is this? Yeah, so he's a Division 2 racer. In fact, I think that's a livery on his car. Yep, he's got the Division 2 livery on his car. Teasbap was in Division 1 and is not competing in that series anymore. Rusty Maggots also P2. As a matter of fact, Truth Serum and Rusty Maggots are fighting for the championship. So, yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Tucky's in the pits. Gramman still out. LJ, J-Rod, and Kawasari in Division 2 also. So lots of fun cars driving around. So let's see. Truth is I guess they've come to the realization that even on tires that are all worn out, just keep going. I mean, it is an oval track, but dang. 2.6 seconds Teasbap is, and is actually losing time on the straights to that Viper in front of him. And I'm not sure how that's the case. He must have just not got a good exit out of the corner, but there he goes. Now let's see. Yeah, he did not get a good run out of the corner, and I don't understand how things are happening, but they're happening nonetheless. All right, BP Millet and Riser, they got their P4 and P5 positions dealt with. All right, let's check on the fuel situation for the drive. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some fuel lights on some of these cars, that is for sure. So we're going to see a little bit of pit action coming up here pretty soon. I don't know when and I don't know how. J-Rod into the pits. Get some fuel and tires. Tucky also in the pits. And LJ comes off of the hard. So that was a soft, medium, and a hard running tire there. All right. Down the turn 2, heading for turn 3. Does Truth go in now or does he stay out? And what's interesting is the required tire is the soft tire. You don't have to run anything else. I thought about doing that. I thought about saying, all right, everyone has to drive all 3 compounds. But, you know, then it's just the same race for everybody, right? You want to have it get through. There's no way Truth is one-stopping. I specifically made sure you can't one-stop this race. He's going to be pitting probably at the end of this lap. So will Rusty. Not Teasbap though. BP will, and Riser probably will. So we'll see. Let's see here. We're in turn 2 now. I don't know. Maybe he can get another. Maybe he can get another lap out of it. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So into turn 3 now. We'll see what Truth does. Does he get all the way down? Does he stay down? Yeah, here he goes. All right, in goes Truth. Rusty's going to follow him in. And Teasbap, that's lap traffic, that Mustang right there. So Teasbap is going to be your new race leader. Still out on track. So now Truth and Rusty into the pits with their FR Bono cars. Riser coming around will get around these guys and into the top positions. Now, oh, no, he's going to pit too. So let's take a look. Here's a good shot of the of Truth Serum's livery from FR Bono Racing. And there, Riser's coming into the pits now, and there's BP. So now, what to do? Some of these drivers still need to get on the soft tires that are out on the track. So we'll see what happens there. But look at this. Teasbap is trying to get around this lapped car. And he needs to, so he doesn't lose too much time. But I cannot believe that they got. Oh yeah, by the way, the fuel's at like 1 liter per second, so it is like 100 seconds. That's gonna be 2 laps. It's gonna take them to fill these cars back up. So now, a bunch of the cars aren't even gonna be on the same lap with each other. So I don't even know what's gonna happen. It's a long time, so make that fuel last. And look at this. So Teasbap was up near the leaders and still able to go a little further on the fuel, but he does still have to complete the required tire. And so does Kawasari. Let's see. J-Rod's already pit out, so he's doing his business. There's Tucky in 8th. Has anybody come out yet? They're still getting fuel. Look at this. Oh. These guys are getting a ton of gas. See, now this is the part where I just don't even know what's happening anymore. Hey, No-Lander, buddy, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I don't even know what lap. See, Teasbap's on lap 25, and Truth is on lap 23, and his teammate. So they are on lap 23, so they're 2 laps behind the leader, but the leader still has to pit, so we'll keep an eye on that. You know, I was curious what tires these guys came out on. Interesting. Okay. All right, so rinse and repeat, say the FR Bono drivers. Teasbap needs to do something. He's going to have to pit this lap, and he's going to have to get... Oh my gosh, is he going to be out of fuel? He's going in now. Oh, he's going to go in with 0 fuel. 0. Bingo, bingo. He is out of gas. Holy crap. All right, Grammon. He's still got a couple laps left. He can throw that car around. Kawasari's in the pits off the hard tires. And Truth is coming around in, is on lap 23. Teasbap is on lap 25. So we need to see, as he pits, we're going to see what can he do here. Truth has got to get around the track a whole nother time to get that lead back. Boy, those cars look so much better on those fresh tires. Look at that. Look at that. Rusty is just, I want some. Let me get up there. 2 Division 2 drivers, and these 2 teammates duking it out in the Division 2 of the World Cup. There's only 3 more races left. We just finished round 7 and did the drop rounds. Now it's 8, 9, 10, so they're going to be in the Lamborghini at Monza, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so Teasbap still in the pits. Truth is coming across the pit lane now. Now he's on lap 25, and Teasbap is on lap 25, completing 25. So Truth's got to go all the way around again, and Teasbap needs to get all the fuel he can in that car, or what he thinks he needs, to get all the way around. We're not quite to the halfway point of the race, but in another minute we will be. Interesting. Okay, Truth in turn 2. Teasbap still getting fuel. I'm looking at the arrow. Oh, he's coming out now. Oh, look at that. Okay. So Teasbap comes out. He's like, I need to get out into the lead. So he maintains the lead. Well, Gremmin has the lead right now, actually. He is in P1. He still owes a pit stop, so he'll be pitting probably at the end of this lap, actually. He might be able to go one more. We'll see if he does. So those are lapped traffic behind him, but they're going to overtake him, and we'll see BP Millet go from 7th to 5th. Yeah, look at Teasbap. There he goes. Look at that. He's a lap behind Gremmin. Gremmin is on lap 27. Everybody else is on lap 26. So in he goes. Teasbap is going to get the first position once he crosses the line here. No, he's got to go one more lap. He's got to go one more lap to get around. And Truth and Rusty are in turn 1 now. Teasbap, oh no, sir, in turn 3. Teasbap's in turn 1. So the full straight behind. Ooh, boy. So these guys are on lap 26. J-Rod also on 26 and is up into P5. So maybe that Mustang just does not use as much fuel as these guys. Granted, Teasbap and Truth, they have... or Truth and Rusty, I don't think they're going to make it on fuel. They're probably going to have to go one more time around. Okay, Teasbap should come across as the new leader when he crosses the line now, as he passes Gremmin in the pits, and up into P1 he goes. All right, Gremmin still getting fuel, and into turn 3 come the FR boys, so they will be Ps 2 and 3 when they come across the line. Look at this. Push, 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 they say. That's some teamwork right there. That's some serious teamwork happening. Gremmin goes a bit. Look at that. But back there is J-Rod. And right behind J-Rod is... Wait, who is that? Is that Kawazari? Oh, that's Kawazari. But Kawazari's a lap down? He's on lap 27, and J-Rod's on lap 28. So, yeah, that's a lap down car. All right, let's see. What's the gap here? 20 seconds from Truth, the front car there, to Teasbap. 20 seconds. And gaining. It is going down slow, but it is going down. And all of these drivers, I think, are going to have to pit again. And I think I know what's going to happen, but I don't want to try to just, you know, throw it all out there. I'm going to make it exciting for you guys. Kawazari putting in another masterclass in strategy. Kawazari's in 10th. I think Kawazari already ran his soft tire, so let's see what he can do with this. I think he's a little too far. He's almost a lap and a half back from the leaders. So let's see how this goes. All right, Teasbap under 20 seconds now, so the Truth has caught a 20-second gap now. But J-Rod's sitting in 4th. Not bad. He will have to pit again. There's no way he's going to make it on the fuel. We only just passed the halfway mark about 3 minutes ago, 2.5 minutes ago. So these drivers are all going to go again. But right there, sitting up front, is your leader, Teasbap from HyPrix. He always finds himself up to the front somehow. He uses some kind of strategy to get himself there. Oh wait, who's this right here? These guys are right in front of him. Oh yeah, BP Millet and Riser. They're still going at it. Holding it together. Look at that. Both of them on the same strategy, nearly identical to each other. So, can they make this work? We shall see. They do have... let's see. Do they have more fuel than the leaders? Yeah, they sure do. So, this is interesting. See, it's so hard to even keep track of what is going on here. 18.6. So, they've gained a second and a half on Teasbap now. The Truth has. So there's some happening. But look at that. Rusty's kind of slipped off. Is Truth going to wait for him and let him catch back up? Or is Rusty going to have to really make a move to get there? Rusty is pretty well trashed his tires trying to keep up. And my guess is when they're in the slipstream like that, the front tires are going to slide more through the corners and wear out quicker. 18.9, look at that. So still, T-Spap holding these guys off. Where is he? Where are you at, T-Spap? There he is, all by himself. Let's go find some other cars that might be battling here. Yeah, BP Mill and Riser are definitely... Well, I don't know if they're battling or if they've just came to the realization that they have to work together. "20 and a half minutes to go." Riser, while in the pits, makes a comment in the Discord. 22 laps on the softs? How? How is irrelevant. Why is the question that we should be answering. But, I mean, if it's working, it's working. They kept them up to the front, so we'll see how that goes. Look at this gaggle of cars back here. There's a whole bunch of cars here. I don't think one of them's on the same lap with each other. Is the LJ's on lap 32. Oh, Grandma's on 32 also. Kawasari's on 32, who's behind J-Rod. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. But we still have plenty of cars battling out. Let's check up front here. Cheesebap still over 18 seconds to the good ahead of the FR guys. The FR guys really... oh, yeah, looks like Rusty's got a couple of cars in between him now. Some lap traffic to deal with. Does he push them up to get closer? He's going to go inside. But he's got 0 front tire left. Truth is not much better. Teasbap's doing just fine, folks. Teasbap's doing what Teasbap does. And, yeah, but these guys all are going to have to pit at some point. So we'll see how this all plays out. Remember, if I got it right, Teasbap short-fueled. These guys filled all the way to the top. I think they were planning on doing soft. So full tank, and then whatever's left over that they need on the softs. So just one for these guys. But Teasbap is on an entirely different mode, and it's working for him. It's definitely working for him. Staying down low, trying to get as much track covered as possible. We got Teasbap now is already getting back up into the 20, almost to the 20s. There he goes. So now Teasbap has moved back away from Truth. Truth's front tires are definitely showing that they have lost their usefulness. He went, what, 10 laps on these tires? Maybe 11? Think about that many laps. That's just under 11 minutes, 12 minutes. So I don't know what he's going to do there, but his teammate has finally gotten around the lap traffic and is not really reeling him in. It's too close to tell, but he's going to try to get there. But here we go. A lot of little slipstream things happening here. J-Rod sitting in 4th. Oh, he will be pitting momentarily, probably next lap in. He's going to need some fuel, and he'll throw some new tires on there. Probably take it to the rest of the race. We'll see how he goes. Now, let's talk about some of these guys in the back. We spend a lot of time with the guys in the front, but some of these guys are running some very different strategies. So I'm very interested to see how these play out. I think Graham is set to go to the end of the race. And I think, oh, not LJ. So here comes LJ. Into the pits he goes. Kawasari. Yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be really fun to see how this all plays out. All right, Teasbap gained a little bit more. He's gained another 1.5 over Truth. Now he still has to run the soft tires, so I know his plan, because there's only one plan it could be unless he's completely missed his mark. So we'll see how it works. J-Rod into the pits to get fuel, and Truth and Rusty still a couple seconds apart from each other, but losing massive amounts of time to Teasbap. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. This would have been a whole different race if we had a full lobby of cars. We had 6 more drivers on here. That could make a difference. And yeah, I saw that in 10th place. Kawazari is back into the pits and topping off a little fuel and a new set of tires. So he is going to go the rest of this race. But he is 2.5 laps behind. He's on lap 36. The leader's on 38. And actually into 39 now. But yeah, 2 laps ahead. So we're going to see what happens here. Teasbap 23 seconds up the road from Truth. Just drilling this car. He's doing an awesome job. Truth, he's got quite a distance to his teammate. Front left tires, or both left tires, are gone. Same with Rusty. Tucky's tires, they have a little life left in them. Not a lot, but a little. And there is BP Millet right there, and that is lapped traffic behind him, I believe, because Reiser is 3 seconds back. Oh, that's the leader. So BP Millet has the leader showing up on his back bumper. It's probably getting shown blue flags, I would guess. BP Millet's on lap 39, and the leader is on lap 40. Yep, so he's a lap ahead. Yeah, he says, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way. Oh my gosh, that just made me remember something. We're back in the RWB days with a good friend, Cupcake, and we were on Dragon Trail. We were racing on Dragon Trail, and we were just beating each other up on the track. And so his whole goal was to chase me down and hit me with the McMissile. And I remember in the final corner on the track, he's just yelling at everybody, "Get out of my way if you know what's good for you." And it just hit me at like 150 miles an hour. It was awesome. All right, let's see. J-Rod is a couple laps behind Grammond. So it's the Mustangs are having a terrible race. We'll see how they finish off, but Teasbap now, fuel light on. He should be heading into the pits, probably not this lap, but the next one is my guess. I didn't see his blinkers on, so he's staying out a little bit longer. He's gained 5 seconds over Truth in the last little while, so maybe the soft to soft isn't the best scenario, because they still have to pit again. Probably could have done a little bit better if they went to the medium tire for the middle stint, then back to the softs at the end. So that might have been a missed opportunity. We'll see how it goes for them. BP still sitting in P4. He's got the leader right there in front of him, and the leader is heading into the pits. Not yet. Okay, so the leader's... Oh no, we're on the backstretch, so we're coming in the final corner. And the leader is going to pit now. If he's not being too... There he goes. All right, so in he goes. So in comes the leader, 25 seconds ahead. Now, Truth is still going to have to pit again. Does he come in now? I mean, he would. I would right now. If I were him, I would come in right now, get some new soft tires and the fuel, and get through the rest of this race. Let's see if that's what he's doing. It looks like he's staying a little lower. Yep, there he goes.
And I bet his teammate follows him right in. Yep. So now we see that they come in with about 10% more fuel. But Teasbap's been in there for a bit. So Teasbap has done it right. He's going to come out on a brand new set of softs just like the rest of the guys because he has to run them. Hopefully he doesn't forget that. But he's going to come in. He had quite a bit of a lead on them. BP Millet coming in. Gramman is still out. Gramman is on lap 42 right now. Teasbap is on lap 42. So Gramman... Oh, look at this. Gramman is going to jump a bunch of people. He can make the rest of this race on fuel, I think. I really think he can. Looks like somebody's coming out of the pits. Who is that? Who jumped out first? Oh, Riser was in the pits. Okay. And here comes somebody else. And there goes Teasbap. Comes out, and he is on lap 43. Gramman is on lap 42. Nope. Where'd Gramman go? Yeah, Gramman's on lap 43. Teasbap's on 43. So Gramman sitting in the podium places, and it looks like he's got the fuel and tires to make this go the next 10 minutes. So I think he can make it work. He may have just pulled off the mother of all undercuts on these guys. If he can make this fuel last the rest of the race, he doesn't have much less than Teasbap does. And Truth, he's this will be interesting. This will be interesting. Now he's going to be turning a lot slower laps on those hard tires that he's on, but he can get himself a top 5 finish, maybe in a top 4 finish with this move. What? That's awesome. All right, so Teasbap out on the soft tires. He's going to be untouchable in that car now. He's got tires and fuel to get him all the way to the end. So now what it is can Truth and Rusty get up around Gramman and get on the podium? They're close. Look, they're right there, and they can work together. They get teammates. I mean, they do have to get around that red Mustang of J-Rod's, but Truth is in the lead. But for how long, right? Like, at some point, team orders kind of go out the window when that finish line starts showing up, doesn't it? So Gramman is getting closed in on 1.6, 1.5. Yeah, they're gaining like crazy on those soft tires and him on the hards. But behind Rusty is 27 seconds. So Gramman is sitting in a top 5 spot easily, unless he runs out of gas. And he's about to be overtaken by the FR boys, which is of course they did because they're on the soft tire, so they're out of there. And then Gramman is in P4. J-Rod right there is just unlapping himself. He is in P8, that red Mustang. Mexicanzilla 575. Okay, well, that should have popped up in the broadcast up on the screen, so hopefully that showed up. All right, folks, 8 minutes left. Teasbap 12 seconds up the road. He's done it again. Like I said, I don't know how he figures it out, but he gets his pit strategies right every time. If there's anything about him, he can get his pit strategies right every single time. So, and here come the FR boys, 12 seconds back, and they're not gaining much at all. So it's going to be a fight for P2 between these two cars. Look at that. Look at that. Rusty is all over the back of Truth. 7 minutes to go. At some point, one of them is going to pull out on the other and just go for it. All right, Gramman's sitting solid in 4th place. There's no way Riser's going to catch him 27 seconds and 7 minutes unless he makes a mistake. So Riser sitting in his top 5 spot. However, there's that car right there coming along. So Riser's, 2.5 seconds up the road from BP Millet. I don't know if he's gaining on him or not. They're on the... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There is Tucky. That is the leader behind Tucky. So Tucky needs to make sure you can let the leader get by once he gets close enough. On a super speedway like this, or not super speedway, but on a speedway, it's a little bit different. Blue flags are blue flags, but there's no real turns to slow down. That's the onus is on the leader to make it around the track. Let's go on board. Let's go on board with a lap. I want to do this view. There we go. I'm going to go on board with the leader for one lap here. He's got a 10-second gap. He's going to look down into that corner, and he's just going to try to get a good run out of there. He's definitely saving fuel. He might be just sitting there saving fuel behind this guy. He's going to go down low, and he's going to keep that guy up high. Hopefully he leaves enough room. Leave enough room. Still over there. I feel like becoming a spotter. Up high, car up high. Into turn 3, and he's going to come across the finish, lap 48 with 5 minutes left to go. So that's basically a lap around the track. These guys are actually catching Teasbap, but I think Teasbap is saving fuel. These guys are trying to catch him, so he's giving himself a buffer, which is pretty smart considering. Grammon's still looking pretty good in 4th. Riser, not a huge difference to BP Millet than the last time we looked at him. So I think these two will be... we'll see if these two show up together towards the end of the race. There is Tucky with the leader down low. And he's going to come up, and he is going to brake and then turn right down in on that corner. Hug that apex. There he goes all the way down. Look at that. Textbook turn. There's J-Rod. He is 2 laps down from the leader. He's on 48. The leader is on 50. So there's P2 and 3 back there in the corner of your screen. So they are closing in 10 seconds back. But I think Teasbap's got this. There's going to be about 5 laps left. So if they have about 5 laps of fuel, they're going to be looking okay. They should be able to make it work. But I don't think Rusty's going to catch him in time. But Rusty did get around Truth for P2 and said, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. And so, yeah, Truth drops to 3rd. So that battle for the podium spots, they're still going to be on the podium, but who's higher than who? I wonder who. Yeah, Rusty's, let's go. Yep, Rusty is up into P2. And, but has he got the fuel and tires? Truth's tires are a little bit better, so Truth could probably push those a little bit harder and make some magic happen. We'll see. Let's check here. All right, so look at that. Riser, now BP Millet is only 6/10 away. In the slipstream is now going to start catching Riser. So this is a battle for P5, alive and well with only, when these guys come across the line, they're going to have about 4 laps left. I don't know if either of them are going to have the fuel to make it. We'll see what happens. Let's check up front with Teasbap really quick. He's still looking okay. Rusty and the Truth still spread out, but this is the battle. I want to watch this right here. This is a battle for P5. These are the 2 closest guys. Oh boy. Both of them fuel lights on a flashing. Oh, look at that. Trying to go defensive is Riser. So into turn 2. The long, fast turn. Now this is where BP and Riser have to decide. Is BP going for it? There he goes. All right, it's who's on the brakes last and who can hold the corner. No whammies. Oh, BP goes a little hot. And look at Riser's trying to get a better run coming out of the corner, and he might get, oh, he got a little too slidey. And look at that, trying to break the toe. So BP Millet up into P5. No way are you guys going to get all the way up to P4, but P5 is a nice place to be. It's always nice to be there. All right, let's check up front. Teasbap still 10 seconds up. Rusty 1.6. Truth has the tires, but they all have the fuel lights blinking. Can they make it around? There's 3 more laps. It's 50 seconds a lap. They've got this lap and one more to go. Ooh. All right, Teasbap, no light flashing. He is all good all the way to the end of this race. Rusty and the Truth, not as much. So we'll see. Can they both make it all the way to the end of this race? Grammon, lights on, but he's all good. He's all good. He's got this. Just short shift and make it. BP Millet, he in trouble. He in trouble because he ain't got no gas. And Riser is not a lot better. As a matter of fact, Tucky, Tucky may catch these guys because I think they're going to run out of fuel, and he's got the fuel to make it. So we're going to keep an eye on that because it is coming down to the wire. Teasbap is in turn 2. When he comes out of turn 3, there will be one lap left for him to go to take the checkered flag. Rusty and DeTruth are in turn 2 now, and they are full, like map 6 fuel in 6th. Not they may have shortened fuel themselves. Rusty's gonna run out of gas. Is Rusty gonna run out of gas? I don't know what's happening. Oh, look at that! Did Riser just run out of gas? Riser's gonna run out of gas. BP Millet's gonna run out of gas, and look who's coming. Look at that, BP's out of gas. Tucky's coming from 7th. He's gonna get past. There he goes. He just passed BP Millet, and let's make sure I don't miss the leader coming across here. Okay, I got a corner or two here. Rusty's rolling across the line on his final lap, and he's out of fuel. Truth out of fuel. Grammon is gonna get 4th. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So Grammon still has to go around the track, and he comes across in 4th place. But here comes the leader. What did I say? Teasbap comes across, gets the fuel and tire situation perfect, and makes it work. Nice. Tucky is going to come across in 5th, right behind him, so he gets the top 5 and gets around the other 2 who ran out of gas. Rusty. Or let's see, here comes Riser out of fuel, rolling across in 6th. BP will show up in 7th. Rusty got across the line and ran out of fuel, so he saved his 2nd place finish. Oh my gosh. But there you go, folks. That's Teasbap your winners. We're still waiting for Riser and BP Millet to get across the track. Oh boy, that was fun, guys. That was every time it's one of these fuel races, one of these guys does something like that, and it just cracks me up. But there's your winner again. Teasbap takes the win. Rusty Maggots will eventually come across the line in P2. DeTruth is in 3rd. Grammer comes across and gets 2 spots at the end under fuel. Tucky also gets a couple spots, or no, Tucky gets the 2 spots. Grammer secured that 4th a while back. Tucky comes across, gets around Riser and BP Millet, who is just coming to the line. That is the slowest 50 miles an hour I've ever seen. Come on, you can do it. There's only 1:12 left for you to get across the line. Now, e-brake it, slide the car, and flash your lights. You got 7th. Let's see if you can try to do it. Can you spin the car? There he goes. All right, then there's Rusty to come across in P2. What a race. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I couldn't have asked for it to finish any better, but there's your leader right there. Not the red car, the one behind it. So, whew. Look at it. That was fun, right? Wasn't that a fun race? That was a fun race to watch, I'll tell you what. So, gonna definitely have to save that replay. So there's your final results. Your top 8. Teasbap does what Teasbap does and ends up on the podium every time. He gets it right every time. Rusty, Truth, Grammon, Tucky slides through into 5th place from 7th after getting around Riser and Millet, who run out of gas. J-Rod comes home in 8th. Kawazari and LJ grab the last 2 spots on the grid. Well, folks, that was a load of fun. I don't know about you, but my throat is worn out, and I smell biscuits and gravy upstairs. That's where I want to be right now. So I'm going to let you guys go. But quickly, of course, I want to do a big shout out to HyPrix. Thanks for everything you do. That was awesome. Come back next week for the British car on a French track. and see how you like things. Don't forget, also coming up this weekend, the Lamborghini Group 3 at Monza in round 8 of the World Cup. And I would love to see you there. We're going to have Divisions 1 and 2 in the same broadcast, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Come and watch. We get the D2 top drivers get a chance to mess around with the big boys, so we'll see how they like that. And then next Tuesday is the Gentleman's GP. It's a full tune street car event. We're going to be at Tsukuba, so make sure you come and check it out. It's going to be all good, and it's going to be loads of fun. So that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for everything. Hope you had a good time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.